Are you sitting comfortably?
These robots are made for...
Serving us.
They're made
police force.
peacefully. They're made kind of...
well, that's what all the movies are about.
As an idea to
peaceful
change
robot
your
turns
life.
bad, basically.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Oh, we got this peaceful robot that helps with the police force. That helps with your cooking. Oh, it's cutting up all your cucumbers and all that sort of thing. And then
up your limbs.
Yeah, and then it turns around and goes, "Rah, I'm a robot," and just goes crazy. And then we all have to get rid of them. And then we all go, no, humans are better. And that's what we're like now. Like, it's ridiculous.
Don't you think, though, it's inevitable?
Well, yes, because robot. Well, that's what it's like saying with dogs. Basically, dogs are. This was something I heard. Dogs are animals. They are animals.
Yes, we all know that. Really.
And
we've all heard that.
And that's the end
Dogs
of my
are
discussion.
animals.
That's really it. I just think dogs are animals, and that's how they should stay.
Yes.
No, I think dogs are animals, and we are all taking them into our homes, going, "Oh, lovely dog." When he could just turn around and go mental at you. It's like when Michael Jackson had a monkey, and everyone's like, "Oh, you got a monkey," and he's like, "It's fine," and then could go mental, could rip off your ears
I think
or your nose.
No, it's different though, because the monkey doesn't have AI. It's nowhere near as intelligent as a human being, and it's not.
Yes, but why do we invite dogs into our home and go, "Oh, this is safe"?
What, and
this
it could
dog
rip your
running
face off?
around. Yeah, it could do.
Yes, but I
it
think-
could just turn like that,
No, but
like a robot.
You would
does.
expect a dog to rip your face off.
No, you wouldn't.
Everyone gets a dog. If you buy a
Everyone
Rottweiler,
gets a dog so they can rip your face off.
if you buy a Rottweiler, you take that into your home knowing that full well it could one day just turn around and rip your face off.
Yes, exactly. But
But
why,
if you buy
yes, but why
an
why do
iPhone,
that?
You don't expect that to turn around and rip your face off.
Well,
do you?
no, but why? But why would you? Why would you bring in a Rottweiler and go, "Yes, this is great. It could rip my face off." Why could you? Why would you do that?
Because they are mostly.
That's like bringing in an axe murderer and go, "Well, he could just go mental in a
No,
minute."
but the thing is, a Rottweiler has big teeth and claws. Okay,
Yes, axe murderer has an axe.
If a Rottweiler was out in the wild, it would have to kill to survive.
Yes, that's a wolf.
If an axe murderer is out, first of all, he's got an axe, and
Right, yes, of
he's
course.
done some murders.
Okay,
so
yeah.
He's obviously not ideal.
Yes,
for
but he could-
inviting round for tea.
No.
But a robot from iRobot or something, with its smooth chassis, smiley face, may I get you some tea?
Yeah. Yes, which wasn't a line in the whole movie at all.
All the rest of it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that to rip your face off, because also it's been installed with 3 laws that it can't even sort of contradict each other. They're locked in to serve, and they're locked in to benefit us. They're not allowed to think for themselves. You're going to give us 30 seconds worth.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh,
of
God.
what on earth is iRobot all about?
iRobot is about Will Smith jumping in the shower and having loads of CGI made on him, and then basically there's robots that are all running around the streets anyway and like stealing bags, and then they're not actually stealing bags, they're serving people, and then Will Smith comes along and then someone else jumps out of a building, this scientist who's created this brand new robot that's going to help and serve everyone, which is going to replace the old robot. They all come into force and they're all running around and enjoying their lives, and then they turn bad all of a sudden because someone wants to wipe out all of the humans and have robots take over, and Will Smith is running around with a gun.
Yes, it's longer than you think, isn't it? 30 seconds.
It is definitely.
I think you glossed over some of the interesting points there with iRobot.
Yes, can I just quickly, before we did the 30 seconds thing, you were saying that robots with this smooth chassis looks and
this
the
is why I
smiley
say it's like
faces,
from
can I get you
Apple.
a cup of tea? Dogs are like that. Dogs have got nice smooth, like, ooh, look at my fur, and nice, ooh, hello, and friendly,
They're not
lick your face.
designed
Can
to
I
look
get
that
you
way.
a bone? And, it's just, and then, no, I know.
Dogs are like, can I get you a bone?
Yes, exactly like that. No,
I
not.
don't know
No.
why you're comparing robots with dogs.
Because it's just because you were saying that they could just turn on you any moment. When I heard an
No, I-
interesting
no, I
story
didn't- no,
about dogs doing what?
No, I don't think robots can just turn on you at any
Well, they
moment.
were in all these movies. Why are we saying that robots aren't even here yet?
I think that if you install intelligent enough AI on a robot, on any device, it could be happening right now. I think that the device, the technology, will become more intelligent than us, and it will identify that we are killing the planet. We are kind of killing mankind.
Yes, well, that's what I'm
We
saying.
are awful as a race.
Yes.
The robot will go, well, these people are idiots. I'm going to manipulate them into preserving their life and preserving the planet.
But then they
Because
ruin it
they
by
can't do
going
it.
bad. They ruin it by then just taking over the
they
life.
are good.
Yeah, but then a riot happens.
No, okay, so in iRobot,
yes.
the idea is they all sort of turn a little bit nasty, because they're trying to keep us from wrecking the planet.
Yes, basically.
So they are, in a sense, the good guys. We're the bad guys. We're the guys going to war. We're the guys blowing everybody up. We're, making little children in factories make jumpers for Primark.
Yeah, exactly.
All this. We're exploiting everything and everyone around us. And robots come along and go, well, you've made me intelligent enough to recognize this, and you expect me not to do anything about it?
Yes, well, basically, or are you saying that the robots are then going to replace all the children in factories making Primark shirts and doing all the other things because they haven't got any feelings and they haven't got any this, that, and the other, which was a big, strong, valid point in the whole movie. You robots don't have feelings, apart from this one robot that was running around going, oh, I've got feelings, I have dreams.
I think the thing is, if you're trying to make robots intelligent enough to do all the jobs, and then you say that they haven't got feelings, I think, they're going to get intelligent enough to a point where they do acquire feelings, a sense of feelings.
Well, why? What's the point in that? Might as well just keep humans. Because what's the point? If they're going to have feelings and thoughts and dreams and whatnot, then wars will start again.
What do you mean again? We're in wars now.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, another war will start because a robot will be like, oh, I want to go to war because I want to take over this planet or this country or whatever. I got a flag. Ooh. And you just think, what's the point in making, you've got a robot, and at the beginning of iRobot, there's all these robots walking around, which you can tell that they've been around for years and years and years and years.
And they're lovely.
Yeah, and they are. They're all like, hello, another fast delivery from FedEx, and that sort of thing. And,
hugging children.
Yes, exactly. And they're all great stuff. And then, but it's, again, they're all sort of going, well, these robots are doing what we want to do. But then someone comes along and makes a better one, which can do more
it's
stuff.
The same company.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's like the Apple iPhone 6 to the Apple iPhone 5.
Yeah, exactly. But they have they're just basically upgrading these robots, but they've done it in the wrong way, basically. They're doing it in a way secretly that they can then just take over the planet, I think.
No.
Right.
No, the robot... No, you've misunderstood.
Tell me then. Enlighten me.
Okay, so the person who was... The company responsible for making the robots were just making the robots. The robots were manipulated by
them. Oh.
Another thing, another person, another entity, and designed by other people.
Right, okay.
That was intelligent enough to manipulate the other technology.
Right, okay.
Yes.
But why... What was the point in replacing the old robots anyway that were doing perfectly fine? There was nothing wrong with them. There was nothing.
Why do you replace your phone every 2 years?
Well, because it comes with different things, different upgrades.
There you go.
Yes, I know.
The iRobot thing. What were they called? The NS5s. They looked much nicer. You'll agree.
Yes.
You'd be able to have a little chat with an NS5.
I suppose so.
I would get an NS5.
I'm sure you would, and then it would turn around and tell you to stay in your home.
I would get an NS5 purely to see if Will Smith would turn up and save me from it when it turned bad.
But he won't.
Just after having woken up from his terrible dream in nothing but his boxer shorts.
His dream. That kept happening hundreds of times throughout the movie. Just kept going, just waking up from dreams.
Yeah, but it's good, isn't it? Because you eventually...
Eventually we're kind of going, can you just tell me what you're dreaming about? Because you've done it about 3 times now.
You don't like that device, then?
What device?
The dream device, where you reveal a little bit more about someone's backstory via dreams and flashbacks.
Oh, no, I do enjoy that, but I enjoy it via maybe once, or once is enough, I think, because that kind of thing makes you go, oh, hang on a minute, what was all that about?
And also, it was a kind of a detective thing.
I was just about to say, it's very detective-y, wasn't it? Yes, yeah.
Little clues.
Breadcrumbs. Yes, it was very... No, I enjoyed
clues left throughout where you had to figure out, exactly what was going down. Who's responsible for the robots turning bad?
I suppose
who's responsible for the creator of these robots being dead? And who's responsible for what was going on in Will Smith's backstory before he had a lovely warm shower?
Yes. All right, come back, Brew. Will Smith lost his arm during that horrible crash that he fell into the sea and stole some girl's necklace or something like that. And
sorry?
Well, he had this necklace on, didn't he, of this girl who drowned.
Steal it?
How did he get hold of that necklace anyway when she was in the other bloody car?
Well, there was a probably very sad moment where she was lifted up out of the wreckage.
Well, we didn't see that. He just was like, oh, this is her necklace. And like,
were you gagging to see the girl's dead body, were you there?
No, but I'm just thinking...
As the credits popped up, you were like, why didn't we see that?
Well, no, I'm just thinking more of he got pulled out of the car and she went down and we saw her descending deeper and deeper into the ocean, into the car. No way you could get that necklace until you... Like, how did he get hold of that necklace? He was in another completely other car.
I love that you're taking issue with this in a film filled with CGI robots and
Yes, I know.
holographic
Oh
faces.
no, what was it? The pie bit. That was what I was getting all
Yes.
upset about. As he's walking around like the New York City or wherever it is with this pie eating. I was like, no one does that. Like this big.
Will Smith does in 2035.
No, a lot of unanswered questions. How did he lose his arm? How did he get that necklace? Why is he eating pie? What's going on? Why was nothing explained? Why is Farmer Hoggett from Babe now a scientist, like creating all these robots walking around?
He's eating pie because his grandma made it for him because she's very good at making pies, and he said so multiple times throughout the movie.
Okay, yes.
What was the other question?
Why did he lose his arm?
He lost his arm because he was in a car crash with another girl, and he was saved by a robot. But during that process, he must have lost an arm at some point.
How did he get the necklace?
How did he get the necklace?
Yes.
As I say, there must have been some sort of
wash up
where
on the sea
where the robots went down into the sea and brought the wreckage up.
Well, that would have been nice to see. Would have taken about 15 seconds for them to show a little clip of a robot swimming down and picking up a girl from his wreckage. But no, we haven't got time for that, so we've got to look at
Do you need everything explained to you? You don't think there's...
No, I just think it would have been a bit nicer instead of going, I got this necklace off this girl, and then just being like, okay, how did you get it? Like,
Unless I've misunderstood, and they knew each other,
Because
and she
that's
had
the thing,
given
I
him
don't-
that necklace before.
We
No,
talked-
but it had her name on
yeah,
it.
but we talked about that off air, so that doesn't really count. So, like, what
do you mean?
Well, I was going to say, how does he know this girl? What was this girl so significant? I know that it was basically because the whole point of that dream was that, or the whole point of that scenario was that robots don't have feelings. They just go for percentages because he had a higher percentage of living than she did. So the robot saved Will Smith and not the girl, and he was going to save the girl, and they were like, no, you're in danger, and pulled him out, and that was it. But like, what? But who was this girl? Like. That's just, it is a good, like, turning. It is a sort of, that's a good thinking point.
So if you were in
But
this situation,
what's this girl got to do with anything?
if you were Will Smith
Yeah.
being rescued from that car, and
Yeah.
you saw a young girl next to you falling deeper into the sea, right?
Yes.
Would you not think to tell the robot to save the girl?
Well, I
who
would've
can
been-
bear children and who is
Well, no,
younger
no,
and who
no.
can live more of a
Yes.
life after this experience than you can?
Yes, I'm getting that, but why is he so like, oh, I got a necklace, like, oh, she was just so, oh,
Because
like,
that
what's the
horrific
point?
experience would stay with you, wouldn't it? That's
Yes,
what
it
it's
stays in your
dreaming of.
mind. You
Yeah.
don't need it on your neck, do you? You don't need it walking
Someone's
around
got to
with you.
remember the poor girl.
Yes, I'm sure they do, but like, whatever. And why is Farmer Hoggett in it? What's he doing?
I don't know
Like,
who
why-
Farmer Hoggin is.
He's from Babe.
No, who is Farmer Hoggin in iRobot?
He was the scientist who killed himself out of the window.
Oh,
He's walking around with this pig, and then he chains it up to be a sheepdog, and then he rounds up all the sheep, and they all go, hey, he's a sheep pig. And then he does a jig. Oh, it's a great film, really uplifting.
I don't know why
nothing
you
like
spend your
iRobot.
time watching films like Babe when you're not willing to watch the greatest science fiction television show ever made,
No!
Farscape,
No!
which also features some splendid little robots called DRDs.